How's it going, everyone? Today, LED bulb upgrade in Silverado. Once again, yep, they helped me out again. So discount code still applies if you're looking to get some bulbs or cold air intake, maybe something for one of your other vehicles. They've got quite the catalog. So at any rate, without further ado, let's get into these. They sent me for high and low beam bulbs. We're gonna do before and after comparison, obviously. These are pretty standard, you know, LED style bulb, and they are absolutely plug and play. Plug into the factory harness, twist in where the old regular standard bulbs go. So, yeah, same thing with these. Same thing. So, one's high beam, one's low beam. So, we're going to install them. Obviously, it's daytime right now, so we'll film later. Do a before and after comparison and drive around with them a little bit. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and we'll show how easy they are to install. It's like a normal bulb. The only extra step, maybe could be considered an extra step, would be just sliding that cord up and plugging it into the factory harness instead of plugging the harness into the bulb. But without further ado, I'm going to quit rambling like I normally do, and we're going to go take care of this right now. Alright, so going to get down to the install, obviously. Bring you in closer. If you've ever done bulbs on one of these trucks, you know it's a matter of just, and then these slide out and the bottom ones clip in. So I'm not really going to get into that too much. There's plenty of videos online, I'm sure, for that. I will probably set y'all up on time lapse, get the bulbs changed out, and we'll go from there. So as you can see with this one, there's just not really enough space to get in there. So I'm gonna have to find the right size for these 4 bolts probably to remove this. Actually 6, because I found some over here too. Remove this so I can drop that light in. It's just physically a lot fatter from here to here. So let me go do that and we'll come back to it. Okay, just went to the toolbox. I don't know if it'll pick that up on camera, but that's a 5.5 millimeter. You can already see it starting to loosen that one. Put it on time lapse. I'll take these 6 out, pull this off, drop the bulb in, tighten it, and then I'll tighten this back where it goes. Something I wanted to note I thought was cool. Get a little cooling fan. I know some people are going to be like, dude, they all have them. Well, this is my first set of LED bulbs, so I'm a bit of a dinosaur sometimes, I know. Removing this piece was not in their instructions, so that's okay. They sell them as, you know, replacements for the 9006 and 9005 bulbs, so obviously you're gonna have to figure some stuff out yourself, because these bulbs fit stuff other than Silverado Sierra, so they can't try and cover every single make, model, year, all that. That's just a common sense thing. So it was something I wasn't expecting, but doesn't really bother me. All right, we're gonna continue. Go ahead and put this all back together and get it back in, and then make sure it works before I put it completely back together, and then we'll go to the other side. All right, we're all back together. You know how those do. I don't know why I mentioned about these clipping in. We're not replacing any of them lights. It's a shame how much these have faded. I had them looking really nice, but that was 2016, so they're probably due to be done again. So got the extra bit of wiring here. I pulled it through enough where it's not going to get pinched on anything in there, but right now I'm going to bring you back here so you can see the whole front of the truck, and I'm going to go in and turn the headlight switch on. Alright, in the daylight you can already see the difference. That one's obviously much brighter. This is just a test to see if they work. The true test is at night. Okay, everything's working. I'm going to go over and switch over to the other side and get them done. So obviously that install is complete. We see that they work. I did want to say they come packaged really well. I saved my old bulbs because you just never know. My other 3 trucks here, I think I'll take these bulbs, and eventually I want these in them, but in the meantime, if one blows out, I have them. So I'm gonna hang on to them. That's how I end up such a pack rat with these things, but I digress. So again, 5.5mm socket, takes that bracket off the back. There's 6 fasteners total. Probably could have been a little faster had I used electric impact, but whatever. Hand tools it is for the average person. That's all they have. Didn't take that long. We're all back together. Payoff is incoming, and let's see, what time is it? So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, probably another 10 hours. It'll be dark enough here, and I can show what it looks like at night, and then take it for a ride around the neighborhood. All right, stay tuned for that. All right, so this is with standard bulbs. The low beams, high beams. All right, so we're back. It's nighttime now, so I can actually show you the difference here. So let me shut the interior light off so that doesn't skew things. There's low beams, high beams. Heck of a lot brighter. I'm gonna go drive around the neighborhood here in a minute and let you see how that is out on the road. Alright, so it's gonna take a little ride through the neighborhood. Brighter on the low beams and the high beams. here's a real dark spot a few streets over, no lights on. I'd say it illuminates it pretty well. High beams, so-so. Let me know what you think. We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment. Alright, so to kind of wrap things up, LEDs by the time you'll see this video, been in the truck about a week. Zero issues. Definitely better driving at night. Really easy install. Did have to remove them plastic brackets off like I showed. Not a big deal. 6 little fasteners on there, come out of the way. Bolt snapped in, and then it went back on. Reinstalled it, no problem. It was an extra step, but not that big of a deal, really. It was pretty easy to figure out. So for the, you know, cost and all that, and the amount of work, which was little to none, I'd say it's a great upgrade, and I'll definitely be doing it again to some of the other trucks to improve them for night driving as well. So stay tuned for the next one. Like I said earlier, if you've been following the channel for any length, you know we do constant repairs, upgrades, go fast mods, and testing. So stay tuned for some of that.